about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.
Back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad in pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike.
Here we go.
Check 55. Mike.
Here we go. 47.
You got tape. You got tape.
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide in.
Check 24.
Here we go. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. 26.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I got you. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Hey, kill. 26.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he completes it to Cohen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. He gets this to Davante Adams. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. First down, a run with Cohen. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to air one out. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Davante Adams. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 25. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in.
Rush in.
26.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The best thing that ever happened to Mario Edwards Jr., in my estimation, was moving from defensive end into defensive tackle.
Why is that?
I think he had such good size, but his quickness now is overwhelming when he works inside against guards and centers. And that allows him to make plays as one we just saw there, getting into the backfield and getting a tackle for the loss.
Looking deep for Adams. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here go 46.
Looking to throw. Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Wide eight.
Check 55 to Mike.
Here we're going to 54. Wide eight.
32.
Here we're going to 54. Wide eight.
Whip. Watch the whip.
26.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
Here we go. Kill.
Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The man whose father was a Cowboy, Mario Edwards Jr. Coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Bud Dupree make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Get ready. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Mike 54. It's a party now.
Let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Exit.
Hey, Zoo.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Ready? 8, read.
Mike 54. Record.
Hey, Haywood.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Ready?
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill, and this is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's put that team.
Tannehill now to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
On the set.
That's another Steelers.
Let's get that ball here.
First and 10 at the 44.
Leo.
Watch twist.
Hit it.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
At the 31-yard line.
Watch the run.
Kill.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott rolling to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing. Prescott. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill, wide open receiver, complete. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Mike's 5-4.
You don't want this.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Tannehill throwing again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Shift. 61, matchbox lights. Gone. Buzz.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. Get in the weight room. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Here we go.
Let's go.
Now Tannehill. Ebron's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike 58 right there. Wild Bill.
Go. Get it.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 37.
This is Breida. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
All day. Hey, Echo.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Deep river.
Now Tannehill. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Tight dog. Fair.
Now it's Tannehill going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Tannehill. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Harrison Smith on the covering.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Bravo.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Let's go.
They snap it to Tannehill. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. The decision is to decline it and not give them the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, exit.
Hey, it's our house. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Tannehill. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Tannehill now, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Squeeze.
Breida, he'll try the right side, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The open man is Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Prescott escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and goal from the 1. It's a keeper with Prescott. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
They come out here in the eye. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. A 53-yard.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Look at me. Door.
Check 24, check 24.
Check 26, check 26. Let's go.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Shift. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
Get it.
On fourth down, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Watch safety to 6. Pull it. Half. Safety's creeping.
They'll run on first down. Cohen about 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Everybody flying in.
Check 55 to Mike.
I'm on. Hey, 2-2. 26.
On first down, it's Cohen, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, it's Cohen. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, twist, twist.
Here's Tannehill. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. You must be dreaming.
Check. Fresno.
Gone.
SOS.
Hit it.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position.
Here we go.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Prescott on the keeper.
Here we go.
Cut.
And they take a knee.
Prescott on the keeper.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Dallas, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them, mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Row one, but I got a team with